Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl. If you're new here, my name is Esmeralda. I'm ready to go, baby. Today we are going to be doing a Dia de los Muertos calavera look. So I don't really want to talk too much, which is why I'm doing a voiceover. So let's get started. I wanted to initially do like glue brows, like glue the brows down, but I didn't have any glue. So I'm gonna go straight in with some sunscreen that my brother bought me from Whole Foods. And I'm just basically gonna lay the brows down. The point of this is to kind of create a flat surface and not have the hairs in the way, like the texture. So I've seen a bunch of videos and I know this isn't the right thing to use, obviously, but I don't have glue. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna put it on anyway. Like I said, when you do this correctly, you use glue, concealer, foundation, corrector, all these things, but I'm just gonna go with it. So that's what I'm doing, just laying the brows down. So now I'm gonna go in with the Peach Perfect powder from Too Faced just to kind of set them. I didn't want them to be tacky, so I'm just gonna set them with some powder. So now I'm going to go in with some Tarte Shape Tape. Unlike other calavera looks, I'm not going to black out my eyes. So I did want to put some concealer and some powder just to kind of make it look nice so that my ojeras aren't popping out. I'm going to go in with this white eyeliner from LA Girl. We're just basically going to map out the sockets. I am not going to paint anything inside of the sockets, so that's why I put the concealer like I said. And this is just gonna be an outline for when I do my petals on the eyes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get my makeup wipe and just wipe the excess concealer because I don't really want to pack on the paint on top of the concealer, so I'm just cleaning that up real quick. Alright, now that we're all ready to go, we're going to go ahead and go in with some white face paint. I'm using the Snazaroo face paint. I bought this at Michael's, and I'm going to use some Mario Badescu facial spray, but I do recommend just using water. This paint is a water activated paint, which is a good thing because it's very, very easy to take off. You just have to wash it off, as opposed to, an oil-based paint that requires more to remove. So we're just going to go ahead and dab it in with a makeup sponge and just make sure you cover your whole face completely. Go in twice if you need to, just to kind of make the color pop. I didn't worry about the base too much since I know it was going to be covered, but I did want to have a good base, obviously. So just cover your whole face white. Okay, once you look scary and your base is on, you're ready for the details. So I'm going to go in with the LA Girl eyeliner in black, obviously, and I'm just going to map out the hollows of the face, like the hollows of the skull. I'm using a reference picture by Crispy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her, but basically she did a skull look, and that's kind of what I use every time I do a look. She also has a tutorial on it too. I think it's kind of the easiest to follow, so I was just using the picture this time around. But basically, it's kind of hard to make them both look the same. So I want to say my left side looks way better, but you just want to create an outline to follow. And I'm going to go in and do the teeth as well. You're just going to start off with some lines at first, then you go in later with some detail. If you want, you can leave it just like that. It's kind of a look, honestly, if you just leave the lines. But I like to get a little detailed with it, so I'm going to go in later with a brush and just kind of like, do some detail. So before I go in with the brush, I'm going to go in with the eyeliner again and just kind of curve, like add some curves to the teeth, because right now they're basically, if you think about it, they're just basically like squares. So I'm adding like, a little detail on the top to make them look curved, like curved teeth. And then I'm going to go in with a brush and just kind of soften everything up. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. They look like little cute teeth. And then dance, break, yeet, yeet, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a brush with no product. The brush has no product, but if you just start brushing on top of the eyeliner, it kind of picks it up. And also the base, like the white base that I'm painting on, it kind of helps it in a way. It kind of helps it so that the paint does transfer. The black is transferring because my base is like smooth. but at the same time, I don't know if you guys can tell, my teeth and the outline, they begin to look gray, which kind of sucks. So it's kind of like, it's kind of good because it helps, but it doesn't at the same time. But anyway, I'm also going to curve the bottom of the teeth because obviously, you know, some people, the bottom of their teeth, they're kind of curved. Just to make it look more detailed, more realistic. This is totally optional. You don't need to do this at all. It's kind of extra work, to be honest. But I think once you blend it out, you know, add some more color here and there, it looks pretty cool. So that's what I'm doing. So here I'm just adding some detail, kind of some shadowing that I wanted to do that I'm copying from Crispy's look. I didn't really like the way it came out, but I mean, like I said, I feel like any little detail on a skull definitely makes it pop more. So now I'm gonna go in with the black from this palette. It's called CC Beauty. I got it on Amazon. These are oil-based paints, and I try to go in with water, which is why I was frustrated, but I didn't know how to use them at first. But so I mean, I just went in with the eyeliner after. But those paints are bomb. Like I said, I'm gonna use them. You'll see them in action in a bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in with black, kind of fade it out towards the middle, and then do the same thing. Not towards the middle, but towards the end, and then do the same thing on the other side. So again, I went in with some water, and I thought that these paints didn't work, and I was frustrated because the instructions say to go in with water even though they're oil-based paints. So after, you know, trying it out a little bit more, I ended up making it work. So for my calavera look, I am basically going to be painting these like turquoise, teal, whatever colored petals all around my eyes, which is why I wanted to have like a flat surface on my eyebrows. And yeah, it's basically, I'm just gonna go in with the color, do my little petals, and fill them in. I think this part was like probably the most satisfying and the most fun for me to do, but it was definitely a challenge when it came to the eyebrows. I do think it looks okay, but it was pretty tough. So I went in with black from the same palette I bought on Amazon just to outline the petals. Even up till now, when I look at it again, I'm not too sure if I love it, but I did kind of want to just, you know, accentuate the lines, and I think outlining it with black was the best way to do that. I just feel like it looked so nice with the turquoise color against the white, but like I said, you know, I mean, I think this helped for the brows, kind of just to make them look good, you know. So now that we have everything down, basically not everything, but now that we have the skull part of it down, like the mouth and the petals of the eyes, it's time for some detail. So I'm making a little heart. You can totally use, there's like so many reference pictures for the details on a calavera, but I decided to do a heart, like a sacred heart, like a Sagrado Corazon. So I'm just painting my little heart, just to create a center point for my calavera. So I turned off my camera since it was overheating. I did some eyeliner, these dots, and my nose. So that's what we're looking like now. So I'm just gonna go in and do the little flame for my heart. I'm gonna zoom you guys in a bit so you guys can see. It was kind of tough because I didn't want to mesh both colors. So I had to paint it very carefully and not too close, and then right as I got close to the heart, I kind of just had to be really careful so that the colors won't mix. Because even though I love these paints, they're kind of easy to erase in a way, and they kind of blend easily, like they mesh together. So I didn't want that to happen, obviously. The cool thing about creating a Dia de los Muertos calavera look is that you can basically get as creative as you want and do whatever you want. So I'm creating a flower here at the bottom of my chin. I really liked how it was looking initially, and then I went in and just totally butchered it. So I would totally just leave it as I did here after painting it in, filling it in. But I think it looks so cute. But anyway, like I said, these looks are basically up to your imagination. So all the white space you have, you can put in any kind of flowers, any kind of colors, do all the same colors. So I think that's pretty cool. You could just kind of do as you wish. Like I said, with these looks, you can kind of do whatever you want, but if there's one thing that I do feel is kind of constant in a lot of looks, is these like swirly lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill my face with these. I'm gonna put some on my forehead and a little bit on my chin with the flower. For the top of my forehead, I'm gonna go ahead and draw another flower. Another popular design that I've seen for the the top of the forehead is a spider web. I think that looks pretty cool too, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of match the bottom with the top and just kind of do a little flower. To go ahead and kind of fix the bottom that I didn't originally like, I'm gonna go in with the red from the same palette and outline the petals. I think it looks a little bit better this way. At least it doesn't look like just like a big mushy all one color flower. So obviously same thing on the top. So that's basically it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it and I think it looks really nice. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you think it looks nice as well, give me a thumbs up. Also, I want to talk about the paints that I use that I bought from Amazon. I'm gonna link them down below because they were really good and they performed really well on top of the base. So I really do recommend them. Like I said, they're gonna be linked down below. So yeah, I mean, I think I look cute. I think I look good. You could do whatever hairstyle you want, but this is a look. I love it. So that's basically it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.